flows really nicely into number 10, which is my kids are too young to talk to about safety. It'll scare them.
Yeah, I think the earlier we can indoctrinate children into the reality of the world in which we live, the safer they will be, the more empowered they will be, and the more successful they will be in the evolution of their own lives. By not making safety so scary, but by making safety fun, we give them the tools they need to, help them stay safe through the rest of their lives. And whether that be like what we touched on in your episode about the stranger danger problem, and giving them the permission to participate in their own safety, but also talking to them about things like homelessness and things like abduction and things like kidnapping and let's be honest. And you and I were kind of talking about this offline the other day. If you think there's even the slightest chance that your child is being socialized or is hearing about something, maybe it's about, they're too young for the sex talk. Oh no, their friends are already having sex. By the time you think they're too young to do it, they've heard about it before. Yeah. And what you want to do as a parent is position yourself to be a trusted source of information for your child, so that they can come to you with open and honest questions, and so that you can give them the best information possible to help them live their best life possible. Because if we, have anxiousness or avoid having those discussions with our children, then someone is going to be having that discussion with your child. And do you want them to learn about that from their friend's iPhone, or do you want them to learn about that from you?
Absolutely. I think an important point to remember is by the time your child is able to understand a safety topic that you bring up, they've not only already been exposed to it and thought about it, they've worried about it. And so if they can see you as their parent, as their protector, say, okay, well, here's the information. Here's what I'm doing right now to keep you safe from that. And here are the things that you can do to help me keep you safe. How much more empowering is that than just kind of worrying about it and not knowing what to do? And even worse, picking up on that you're scared to talk about it.
Yeah, I think there's two things you've touched on there. One is that there's no foolish fears, right? So just because your kid says, hey, I'm scared that there's like a wolf in the closet, don't be like, that's ridiculous, go back to bed. Like, go in with them and see like maybe it was the backpack that had like the reflective tape that looked like ears. And maybe you can then talk to them about like, well, this is where wolves live. And don't you understand how difficult it would have been to get here? And wolves don't have opposable thumbs and blah, 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 blah. So you can help them. Oh, okay. So this was a fear I had, but when I think about that fear rationally, that's kind of silly. I don't need to worry about that. And the second thing is that parents sometimes feel a need to have the answers to everything, and they don't. If your child comes to you with a question that you don't have the answer to, it is perfectly appropriate to you say, hey, you know what? That's a really great question. And I want to set some time aside later for us to talk about that. How about tonight at dinner? Your child's going to go, okay, great. Because to them, it's not something of urgent immediacy. They just want to know that you're a trusted source of information. And so not only have you relayed that you're still a trusted source of information, but you've bought yourself time to research, hey, what's the best way to talk to kids about this, to find the YouTube videos, or to go on the mommy blogs, or to go to your page about, hey, talking to your kids about XYZ, which only helps to reestablish you as a trusted protector in their lives, as a trusted source of confidence, and as a trusted source of information that they can continue to go to throughout their lives. Because if you can get them to trust you with something small, they're going to come to you with the much more impactful concerns that are going to be part of their later lives. And I think that every parent wants to do their very best to be part of that safety journey for their children.
Absolutely. There's a line from my great grandfather that all of the subsequent generations have used as parents, which is, I don't know, but by tomorrow we'll both know.
Yeah, that's such a great line because it shows that not everyone knows everything, but that everyone is willing to do their part to learn as much as they can.